Hello, and welcome to What Am I Doing? The Dungeons & Dragons podcast where one experienced dungeon master and one cruel scriptwriter discuss D&D topics. My name is McCaffery, and my incredibly mean pod partner is Connor Kinsey. You know what you did. Connor, how are you?
I'm good, yeah I'm good. You didn't read out the words that I always struggle with.
No, I didn't. I purposely didn't do
bastards.
that. Yeah.
20 episodes.
Yep, I am so sorry. But I do have one question for you. Have your chaotic tendencies lessened anything, or somewhat, since last Blackshaw session?
This is last Blackshaw session. What did I do?
You know what you did to my character.
Oh yeah, I did. I did make your character sad.
You made me cry.
I made him cry.
I'm gonna cry now.
I killed his brother.
It's horrible.
Not in real life. There's time though. He's not far.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Well, you might hear in the background. It's our first time videoing. Videoing our podcast. You might hear a bunch of racists celebrating St. George's Day for the third day in a row.
And it's Stuart Little.
Day one. All right.
Yeah.
It's a day to celebrate. It's not for me. It's a day to celebrate if you want to celebrate. It's there in the calendar.
If you like
3 days in a row.
Yeah.
3 days in a row.
It's a bit much. It is a bit much. It's called the day. It's not 3 days.
St. George's Day.
Exactly. I just said Patrick then. I thought you said Patrick.
No, but
yeah.
I'd rather celebrate St. Patrick.
Exactly.
3 days.
Patrick's fine. George. Yeah.
Patrick's got things going on.
I have no idea who either of these people are.
No,
but anyway, well, today's episode marks something quite special in the What Am I Doing? The D&D podcast world.
Yes.
Connor, can you guess what it is? And I ask that knowing full well that you know what it is.
Well, that actually puts me on edge because I feel like I should know. Is it our season 20 season finale? Season 20 I'll take it back.
Finale.
Is it episode 20, the season finale of season 1?
No. Yep, it is the season finale. That's right. Today marks our 20th episode and the end of season 1. We've discussed a lot of topics here so far, some useful, some funny, but all of them proof that you don't need to be smart or human to play D&D.
That's very true. Yeah. We learned about finances. I'm actually poorer.
Yep.
Poorer since that episode. Still not religious.
No, that's true.
Never met a goblin.
Never met a goblin. Have been gobbling things though.
Been gobbling these nuts. Never bought a tavern.
No, I was about to say we know what a tavern is though.
We do know what a tavern is.
We
I just need ID.
We also are aware of what the environment is.
We know what the environment is.
If you're like me who doesn't go outside, that is a must.
Never had a companion.
No.
Sexually or platonically.
Well, just wait till the surprise. The surprise gift I've got you for the end of this episode. No, but today's episode we will be discussing the most useful or useless, depending on your point of view, topic of all.
Probably useless.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you said that because
I'm just throwing it out.
Yeah, today's topic is all about us. Why did we get into D&D? What is our favourite aspect? And of course, why do we hate Tom Hanks?
I wish I knew this because I would have found some horrible shit about you to throw in there for everyone else to find out.
This is D&D themed.
Oh, I didn't know that. Straight at the camera. They found out some horrible evidence. Dish and dirt.
Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't warn you for this.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll also be answering a few questions submitted by you, our listener.
Oh, yes.
Our one listener.
One listener. Thank you, listener.
Thank you.
And if you are Stuart Little or Tom Hanks, then why don't you jump out the fucking window? I would rather you not listen. I would rather you not. And do you know what? If you are listening, then you're kind of in control of this podcast. And if you're in control and you're Tom Hanks, then this is going to shit. He destroys everything.
He does. I feel like we should say, for legal purposes,
we like you.
We love you, Tom Hanks.
You're a good guy.
Yeah.
But Stuart, you're a mouse.
Yeah, you can fuck
There's
yourself.
no such thing as mouse law. So
that's true. That's true.
What have you got?
And with that, let's get to it. So, Connor, we'll start off. Oh, no, we won't.
Oh,
Tell you
okay.
what.
Yes.
Tell you what, I was going to ask you the first question then, but I think we'll stick to standards. And do you have anything for me?
Yes. I do. Let me get it up on the screen.
Okay.
So, sorry, everyone. And now I look like I'm just staring at the screen sensually, which I
I wish you looked at me that way.
am. What have I got here? Sorry. Don't look. Don't look. Oh, yes. Lewis. Lewis. Oh, no. It's on my phone. I'm recording with my phone. Well, this is a great start to a podcast using your phone for video. Well, originally,
like I said, you don't need to be smart or human to play D&D. I told you.
Well, okay, I'm gonna read it underneath this phone. Quick, sorry guys. Lewis, I have an Anglo-Saxon riddle for you on my phone. That's literally what it said. Which is
it's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, okay.
Do you know, I did wonder why there was a riddle on my phone the other day, and the worst thing is I didn't remember the link. I didn't go because of the podcast, and so I left. But I was like, someone's probably going to need this, and I left it on my phone rather than deleting the screenshot.
Did you think like you from the future left it for you at a later date?
I thought if someone put it on my phone, they might need it, and I'm just doing my bit.
You know what? It's Stuart Little.
Yeah, I don't have a question for you this time.
I was about to say, is that the riddle?
No, the riddle's on my phone and we're recording.
You know what? That's fine.
I'm so sorry.
You know what? It's all right. I'm used to this disappointment by now.
Yeah. Okay. Let me think of one on top of my head.
Okay.
Think of one. The 86-year-old lady down the road.
The one who lives down the street. Yeah.
Yes.
Is she still reported safe?
No.
Oh.
But her knickers are out on the line. It's sunny.
Okay.
There is a breeze. Not a bad breeze from her knickers being on the line. Just clean breeze. Clean clothes. She is missing, but her back door is open. What are you doing? Wait there.
This is a trap.
Wait there.
This is a trap.
Wait there. There is dice.
Okay. I don't know what I'll need these for.
D20.
I am in no
D20.
way entering this poor lady's back door.
Well, all right. Don't roll for perception then.
You know what? I will roll
investigation.
for
Investigation.
I will roll for investigation. Given a flat 10. I will not add anything because I do not have more intelligence than an average farmer.
You do think something uncertain has happened to her. Something a bit strange.
Okay.
It's weird that her back door's open. Wide open.
Wide open.
Cheeks non-clapped.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
Are you investigating?
She
would be out there at sunny, but she's not.
I will investigate in a PG-friendly way.
How are you doing it? Performance.
Entering
roll for performance.
Entering your head PG first. Oh, another 10.
All right. What's your PG performance?
I'm going to.
If you had failed that, you would be non-PG.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to lube myself up like that lion in that weird carnival film. Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to get ready to dive through. I can't remember the name of the film, but it's a circus act. This tiger or lion, I think,
lubes themselves up.
Yep, and dives through a ring of fire, and that's what I'm going to do.
What fucking film did you do, Tom Hanks? What fucking film have you made?
It was actually Stuart Little who played.
Oh,
he played the tiger.
Oh my god! All right,
but
so
anyway,
you're lubing up, diving through into her back door.
Yeah.
Perception check.
And come out on the other side.
Yeah.
13.
She's fine. She was going to get the rest of the clothes.
Okay, that's
terrible
fine.
Intro. Sorry, guys. But a bit of fun at the same time.
I mean, I got to lube myself up and dive through an old lady's back door, so
that's why we're
it's a win-win for me. Anyway, for our first question, on my first question for you, Connor, when did you start playing D&D and why did you start?
Oh, okay. I moved to Manchester just over 3 years ago now. No, this is my third year.
Okay.
I'm a liar! I'm sorry, Mum!
You failed us all!
Papa. Yeah, and I didn't know anyone here. And I thought, now's a good time to join different groups, play some music, meet some filmmakers, dabble in the arts, sell some drugs.
Yeah.
That's not true. That's not true. If you're listening, Papa. And then I thought, I've always wanted to give D&D a go, and we have like an amazing games... What would you call it?
Game store.
Games store, board games.
Shop.
Fanboy free.
It's beautiful.
And I went there. Mm-hmm. Then I went on a Facebook group, saw that you had posted, hey, fancy making
me off.
Please be my friend. And I was like,
that's basically what
I'm desperate. He's desperate. And that's how I started playing D&D, really.
And I played one game. Your mother.
Yes, me, I'm the mum. But you met my mother.
Yes, actually.
I played one game before you, I think.
Yeah. I remember you telling me an adventure. It's Adventures League, is it called? I think.
Beginners League.
Yeah.
I can't say it's Adventure League because I was not.
Not an adventurer at this point. Farmers League.
Well, I just tied an orc. I think we even spoke about this on the podcast.
Yeah.
I just tied a goblin up rather than actually doing the mission, and that actually stopped my team from trying to fight him.
That is D&D though.
Yeah,
if you've not tied up a goblin in one of your campaigns, then you've not played D&D.
Yeah, but the DM was like, "You're literally ruining my game," and I was like, "Do you hear that?" No, because I got a goblin on my back. What about you?
Mine was probably. It was early high school, and at the time, me and all my friends, we just obviously loved sci-fi, fantasy, those kind of things, and seeing Dungeons and Dragons in loads of TV shows and movies, especially for me, the main one was Big Bang Theory at the time, seeing them play, it just looked really fun, so we all kind of banded together and said, should we give it a try? So yeah, that was it.
Yeah, nice,
and
okay.
I've been playing it for 9-10 years ever since.
I know a player from that session. He plays in my sessions now.
I also play in your sessions.
You do.
I know.
But this isn't about you. This is Connor and Morgan special.
Oh,
and I've got him here today now. And
I half expected him to just appear. Then
no, he wouldn't turn up for anything. No. Sorry, Morgan, you're on camera. He doesn't listen to the podcast either. Actually, he told us. But you can't get him into a session now as his DM.
No, I
10
think
years.
He doesn't. He's not said it outright, but I genuinely think he's too ashamed, and he just will not put himself through that again.
Yeah,
it wasn't that bad. It was.
It was your first session.
Exactly.
It was, yeah.
And everyone had fun. That's the main thing.
Yeah. No one wrote consent forms. It's their own fault.
Exactly.
Okay. What we got?
Yes.
What we got?
So,
bring them out. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Question 2. What is your favourite aspect of D&D and why?
Ooh, roleplay. It's got to be roleplay.
Mm-hmm. Any specific thing about the roleplay though? Why is roleplay your favourite?
I like that you can let loose. You can be a bit stupid in in the everyday, in general life.
Unlike real life, people won't judge you.
Well, yeah, you can have friend groups and all this, and be in your circles, have a certain type of humour. But with D&D, you can just be something completely different. And it doesn't mean I'm mentally insane and I need a space to throw it out. But people do. They've been in my sessions. And I realise I keep looking at the camera now. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I've never been on this side.
You just make it very personal.
Yeah, but it's nice that you can let loose. And it actually means something as well. You're not just throwing a joke out there, hoping it lands, or you say something, you watch something together. You can fully build up and create a character where that entire personality of how you feel or what you want to put into something else that's not you in real life, you can freely do that with comfort. Unless you're like a complete dick in your character, and then you should probably not do that. Yeah, if people aren't enjoying it, then maybe it's not for you. I don't know.
No, that's fair enough.
What about you? Are you combat roleplay? Are you dressing up and getting down to it, and in D&D?
Both. And all and none. No, a bit of both in terms of combat and roleplay, but I think my favourite aspect of D&D isn't, I suppose it's more on the roleplay side, but it's not necessarily the acting it out, it's more having a character that is your own and being able to grow and progress as a player with your character. It's like with my character in the last Blackshore session, it's when you get so emotionally invested in a character that when something traumatic happens to them, you actually feel it and you actually feel sad. That's the that's the aspect of it.
It's good. That is the fun of it, is letting loose, and you can put your energy somewhere else rather than the everyday, which can be very tiring.
Yeah, it's just classic escapism.
Yeah, it is.
It's great.
It's good. It's good for us though. It is good. Good for your mental health. Yeah, we had this conversation. I had this conversation yesterday with our housemate, and he will lose his shit when I put his picture on the screen for this first video edit. And he's probably going to listen to this on the bus right now. I imagine sitting there on the bus thinking he's having a great time going to work, and then he's going to go, and then search for the video version.
The picture.
And do you know what? If it means we get one fucking view on this video, then
that's
how I'm getting you. That's how I'm getting you. And yeah, we were saying, at least, it happens for every campaign or one shot, but the campaign we're running, everyone has got a really good reason to be there. We didn't go into detail of why each person is there, but whether it's like getting away from uni for a bit because you're physically staying there, living the world of that and needing to get out of that for the pressures of that. Long days at work, you know. Just if you live with family still and the stress of that and just not having your own space, there's so much you can get out of turning up.
Oh yeah,
it could be a terrible session, but
it's the social aspect as well.
Yeah, it does a lot. It's really, and I think D&D has done so much for me to just be way more creative.
Before you carry on, you're kind of going into my last question for you here.
Oh, okay. I don't know
why
I've done this like an old lady, but I'm the old lady from across the road. Yeah. All right, I'll stop.
I knew I recognised that backside.
Sorry.
Back door. No, it's all right. So my final question for you is, on a more personal note, what does D&D mean to you?
Ooh,
so
okay.
you're kind of going into it there.
Well, as a failed screenwriter, the most important aspect for me is to creatively be throwing up ideas in some way, and then them not just being cached away, kashied,
Kashyyyk has done nothing.
Like on a folder and on a computer. It's not going to be a film, but you're putting stuff out there, and you are seeing the value in it because you're actually using it for your sessions, and people going, oh my god, they're hopefully pleased with it and not lying behind my back and then burning my work. But do you see what I mean? Like, there's a creative output where you can actually share it, and you see the outcome of it being used.
Oh yeah,
that's
definitely.
For anyone who listens to this podcast, who's a screenwriter or attempts it. It doesn't happen. Like, it just doesn't happen, and you would know that yourselves as well. Say for anyone who has any kind of creative hobby, you might do painting and it never gets out there. Or,
it's virtually like impossible.
And and the same for the podcast though. The podcast is we might have one listener who's now quit after seeing his face on our video, but it's another outlet. It's nice. Yeah, I think, and we have had feedback that people do find it helpful.
Well, exactly, yeah.
So once again, it's a nice...
It's just nice to see that people, not appreciate, but that people kind of can resonate with what you're producing and what you're saying.
True. What about you? Have I just taken... I mean, I read your words and I just said them. Well, exactly. I learnt them.
Exactly. I feel like you just read my mind. And, yeah. Please don't do that. No, for me, it's... Obviously... It's just a game, but for me, it is a lot more than a game. It's, one, for the escapism, but two, obviously, everyone goes through, like, dark points or depressing points in their life, and for me, D&D has, a lot of the time, just, like, helped me get through it, just because for an hour a week, something I can go there and into this D&D world and forget about stuff and just pretend to be a mentally handicapped fallen Azamir paladin. Yeah, so it's great. But
he wasn't mentally handicapped. I got him there.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But no, as well, like, not just that, but all the people you meet, like, obviously meeting you and our housemate, and now we live together.
Stuart Little.
And Stuart Little. And a new profound hatred of Tom Hanks that I didn't know I had.
He does it himself. Yeah. Is that hanky panky? That's what we're going to start calling it. So it sounds nice.
Hanky panky.
He won't ever sue us if he thinks we adore him.
True.
Codename Hanky Panky. Get the t-shirts printed. Now we're a video thing.
Trademark.
Yes, TM trademark. We actually do say that a lot, and yet I've not said it today. What else was I going to say about that? And also, that's another good thing actually. If you've got moments where you're really struggling with things and you need to, like, you need to. There's an outlet.
Yeah.
Because it's usually weekly or bi-monthly, every 2 weeks or whatnot, or maybe you play a few games a week, not only do you have moments to play and leave the situation you're in, but also you've got something to look forward to. Exactly, and I think when you grow up, you don't have much to look forward to.
No.
Not unless you really go chasing it. So it's a really quick win.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Which we're all after,
I mean, yeah, sometimes you just need to get through the day or through the week, and if you've got something to look forward to, it makes it easier.
But yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Ever edging closer to death.
Ever edging.
Always. I'm edging right now.
I never stop.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Trademark.
Are there any?
Yep.
I never stop.
So those are all the questions that I have for you, but now we get the exciting time. Exciting time.
The exciting I've heard of this before, and people went to jail.
It's amazing. It
wasn't me. I was the
victim.
I was young and needed the money.
Oh my god. Anyway, let's not delve into that, but we have a few questions from our listener.
Oh.
Or listeners. The first one...
Must be their relatives.
It is. It's just their split personalities.
Okay.
The first one is from a listener called Welshie, who I think you expected. And their question is, what is the stupidest death you've experienced as a DM, and why did the player choose to go out that way? And I would like to add, or were they just as stupid as their character? You know who I'm talking to.
Yes. That player, Welshie, that's his Christian name, is the dumbest player ever. No, he's not the dumbest player ever.
No.
He is just an absolute wind-up. And on a West Marches server that we were running, and I was DMing, I took him to a whole other dimension with the God of Death. I was playing as the God of Death. And I made him drink orc piss from a dead orc that was hanging in the centre of a town. And he did it.
I just want to clarify, when you say made him, you presented him with a
corpse.
or a hanged orc and a pool of piss below it. Yes. And the God of Death said to him, why don't you drink that? So what did he do? He drank it.
He just drank it. And then he says, I don't like this. I want to leave. Please let me leave. It sounds like I've actually kept him captive in a basement. It was on a server. And I said no. And he said, well, I'd rather die. And I said, brilliant. So I killed him. And actually, despite 19 episodes of this podcast being like, don't be a dick, thinking about it, Welshie, if you're out there.
I mean, I'm sure there were more to it. But...
Oh, yeah, no, there was loads. He was put there on purpose because he was a dick.
It was great, though.
He did enjoy it, and he's clearly enjoying it by bringing it up now.
Exactly.
Or he was expecting me to say sorry and go fuck yourself.
See, the thing is, my answer to this is also one of Welshie's characters, and this one is his Minotaur Rawdon, if you remember that.
Rawdon.
So Rawdon was a massive, massive dick. He was a terrible character.
You're a dick. Yeah. You're a dick, man. Your characters are dicks.
But
we love you.
Yeah, we do. In his first session, Rawdon's anyway, and whilst you're playing him, he ended up going down 4 times. I think 2 of them were from the other players, but one
taking him out on purpose.
One player just kept bringing him back because they didn't want to kill anyone. And this guy got knocked out or knocked down by a necromancer in this town. But the necromancer had actually done nothing wrong. He knew what he did. This NPC knew what he did was unethical, so he kept to himself. Right, yeah. He went and attacked him. The necromancer, who was a higher level than Rawdon, just killed him. He got brought back by one of the party members. What did he do? Attack him again. Instantly. It was so funny. But that wasn't how he died. Rawdon died by seeing an ancient red dragon approaching their town and decided, you know what, I'm going to stay on this beach and roar at it. Yeah. He was a level 3 Minotaur.
There we go.
He died. He burned.
Some people you just can't help.
You can't teach.
You can't. They can't learn. Yeah. They don't get learnt.
They don't get learnt. Like I said, going back to the start of this episode, you don't have to be smart or human to play D&D.
It's true. It's true.
But yeah, second question is from a listener called Lacuna.
Lacuna?
Yeah. What? See, one you don't know.
I don't know Lacuna.
What would be the easiest starter class and race to start out with to get used to the game? An actual serious question.
I think the first... Oh, it depends actually on the person. Mm-hmm. For me, like a human fighter was. I'm a human. I understand the concept of fighting. Human fighter is a good one. You can go through that for a good couple of levels till you understand the mechanics of the game. Then I would say start going into magic classes in other bits where there's more, per
more
turn,
things to learn,
more mechanics to think about the rules. But it depends, because if people are trying to jump into something new, that's a bit more interesting. We said this about the D&D, the Goblins episode, where it doesn't feel like D&D if you've not come across a goblin. Yeah. Maybe they're playing D&D for the first time to be something that's not human.
Like to be an elf or something like a Legolas.
Or tiefling, like play something that's a bit more out there and eccentric. So maybe the race isn't so important. But class, I would actually say go fighter first.
Yeah,
it's the basic.
To be honest, that's exactly why I was thinking human fighter, because it is the basic and it can still be fun.
Yeah, and they are fun. As long as you're not putting hundreds of hours into them, you won't feel like you're rinse and repeating, which they do it to a point, but that's what they're good at. So,
exactly.
I think that's a fair, valid question. Yeah, thank you, Lacuna.
Thank you, Lacuna. Yes, final question is from Mike. Who you know?
Could be Mike. Oh, so yeah, not Goblin.
Not Goblin, Mike.
There is a Goblin, we know.
Yeah. There is. And he is unfortunately not Goblin. He's not.
He's not Goblin.
He does not do the way of the Goblin.
He's too far away. He lives in Scotland, I think.
Yeah. So his question is: as a DM, how do you deal with in-game sexual experiences?
Well,
you should have known something.
I don't know if he's hinting. I don't know if he's hinting like he wants a recall. Because I think every time I've ever had a sexual experience in D&D, because I've never had one outside D&D.
We can only assume. We can only assume as well that these are sexual experiences in D&D. We don't see them in real life.
Yeah, exactly. And they've all been with Mike, I think. It's always been a crazy character who's just who's not in any way sane, and usually a character he has that's not sane, and then somehow they find each other. And that's when everyone leaves the party.
I do have to correct you on one thing, though. You've had one other accidental sexual experience with another character.
Was this what he was hinting to?
Oh, no, this is what I've just
thought of. Yeah, go on.
So your character, your human fighter, I think he was human, Pigeon Knight.
Yes, he was.
How
dare you not know? He was there for 8 months.
I'm sorry. He unknowingly got himself into a sexual experience with a character.
Yeah.
In our West Matches server, and that character actually became pregnant.
I fell down a hill. No, I fell down a ladder with my trousers down. In fact, I wasn't wearing trousers anyway. Not because it really wasn't my fault. And then she fell onto me.
Yeah.
And then she rolled poorly and got pregnant.
Yeah.
And to this day, my character doesn't know.
Yeah. I don't know what DM
been like a year and a half.
would run something that stupid, but whoever you are, you're amazing.
Yeah, someone who wouldn't be on a video podcast promoting himself because the police know where he is now. For that reason. Yeah. Well, you? Or was that you? Did you live vicariously through me?
Pretty
Your
much,
sexual experience was me getting someone up the duff.
That's why I did it. Yeah, I just wanted to know how it feels.
Yeah.
No. See, I think there are two ways. As a DM, there are two ways to go about it. You can either do the classic like fade to black kind of thing, so get to a certain point where you know you gotta seal the
cutscene. Cutscene.
Exactly.
To get that PG rating.
In GTA 5 when you pick up someone from the strip club and you take them back to your apartment and you're waiting to see something and it just fades up the building. Yes, I know what happens.
I don't know what happens.
I do.
Because
now.
I stop at every red light. I drive a sedan, a family car. I purchase everything correctly in the game.
Me.
I don't even do the story. I actually just pretend. I pretend I'm a bus driver.
I've done that in GTA RP.
Yeah.
It's great. But anyway, we're digressing.
Yeah.
So there's either that or it depends how comfortable your players are with each other. It's like in our Black Shores group, especially like a couple of weeks ago, because it was just us people that have known each other for over a year now, and we're all very stupid when we act with each other. But so if you're in a group like that, like fair enough, if you want to describe your sexual acts to each other,
room.
Yeah,
read the
exactly.
room.
Whereas if you go into a brand new area or brand new group, and one of your players starts describing how they're going to enter someone's back door by lubing themselves up, I would probably try and ask him to tone it down a little bit.
Hopefully you never come across that person.
Yeah, I mean...
Or make a podcast with them.
Hopefully not, but we can each pray about it.
There we go.
Okay, well, so those are all the questions I have for you today, Connor. Thank you for sitting there and awkwardly listening to me.
Thank you.
Nodding your head.
Thank you for putting me through that. Talk about my mental health. And on camera.
On camera, yeah.
Who doesn't want that?
I mean, we are only doing it on camera now so that you can't, fondle my knees under the table.
It's true. I'm not a liar. Not a lie. Okay,
He's
well,
doing it right now.
so sadly today's adventure is coming to an end, but we'll be back next week on video with the topic. Let me read it past the camera. Can a short person talk down to a tall person?
No.
And as always, thank you for tuning in. And if you'd like to join in on the D&D action, then please follow us on Instagram at whatamidd, or check out the link in the bio to join our Discord server, where we do actually sociably talk to our fans, our community, our
pod space,
our D&Ders.
Yeah.
D&Ders. Dunders.
Dundas.
I've been Connor Kinsey.
I've been Lewis McCaffery.
Good day.
Goodbye.